you got them and they were purple.
Yeah, yeah,
I
absolutely.
don't know what it is.
Um, how'd you do the little swirly things up at the top there?
Mm, here, I'll just take a cookie. Like these ones right here.
No, on the pumpkin.
Oh, on the pumpkin? Oh, well, that green is very flood consistency, but I
Oh,
just,
okay.
yeah, look, you can see it's
Yeah,
already separating too, just
yeah.
from
Sitting there
today.
for a bit.
But I just did, let me just mix this up.
That's very true. Karen says no camera does purple justice.
It's true. Yeah. I feel like it always looks blue,
Yeah.
but it's like a pretty like deep purple. But I basically just did
Oh, I see. You're
like,
using your other hand to kind of keep it steady as well,
yeah.
too.
Yeah. That's just me though.
Yeah. Well, I
I
mean,
just,
it's still helping.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I like that. So now we
Nice.
got a great, so yeah, see how this one's like blending together and this one's starting to do it.
Yeah.
It's because this is a flood consistency, like super flood.
So that's one of the biggest things that was the thing that we were talking about earlier was like having the different consistencies for each color and like
Yeah.
it adds a little bit of complexity to it, but it'll definitely like if you're what was the one that let's ask you that question. What was the one thing that you learned doing this that you were like, why didn't someone tell me this sooner? What was that one thing with doing your cookies?
Um, Consistency. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. And
Yeah.
it's still like, even if you ask people who, you know, decorate cookies, even like professionally and stuff, that's like the biggest thing that they like talk about is like
Is it consistency?
consistency is like the hardest thing. And yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah.
Consistency. Everything else is like pretty straightforward. I mean, like after finding a recipe and then just like tweaking it for the
Yeah.
cookies and for the icing and stuff like that, it's just like, I don't know. That part was like pretty easy.
Yeah.
Just figuring out like what you like.
So
But
when we were doing the recipe last night, you had me weighing out. So
mhm.
when so I'll kind of add some context. Yeah, yesterday in the Discord, we baked all the cookies. We mixed and baked all the cookies last and basically I think the does the recipe show the weights or does the recipe show cups
So
that you gave to it?
The PDF that I sent you just has the volume.
Okay.
So like cups and teaspoons and stuff. But on my Discord, which I think you've looked at before, it has
Yeah.
both
Okay.
because weighing is just like more precise and consistent and all that stuff. So I weigh everything. I think it's like my scientific nature and background
Yeah.
that I have to do that. So,
Yeah.
um, but there are some things that like I don't weigh. Like I don't weigh the baking powder because it's just like
Right.
such a small amount of weight that sometimes it doesn't really show up on certain scales and stuff. So,
Yeah.
but flour is a huge one. Flour's like the most important. If you had to only weigh one thing, it would be flour because it's the density of flour and how much air is in it is so dependent on, I don't know, everything. Like your environment, the humidity, the like how much you're packing it in, all of that stuff. Like
Right.
so weighing flour is the most important.
Is there a specific type of flour that you recommend over others, or is just a general flour like the
Um,
vibe?
I I use all purpose.
Okay.
That's what I use. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure that you could do, you know, find some like gluten-free one or whatever it is, and it might
Mm-hmm.
change the weight and all that stuff, but all purpose is like my go-to. That's what I use.
Absolutely. Annika says, "Hi, Coco and Kim."
Hi, Kat. How are you? How was your stream? You were streaming earlier.
Yeah. What did we get up to? Were we making cakes? Of course we were making cakes. Maybe cupcakes or cakes. What were we
Yes, I
doing?
can't wait to hear.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Halloween themed.
Ooh, was it Halloween themed? If it is, will you post it in the Discord so we can see?
Don't they, Annika? They look so good. I'm telling you, Kim,
Thank
yours
you.
looks so good.
Thank you guys. I'm like,
Macarons.
okay. You were making
Yummy.
macarons? Yes.
So
It was
good.
good. Did some macarons actually. Oh, that sounds so good. I am tempted to try taking some of that meringue powder and making like just little floofy discs of goodness. I'm tempted to do it because it's technically egg whites. Colleen, are you still here?
Yes,
The other
I am.
Colleen, Blue Colleen. Can I do that? Now, talking about different consistencies and different things, we also discussed last night that there can be some differences in cooking time or temperature based on altitude as well too.
Mhm. Yes, which is crazy. I never truly thought it was a real thing until I
Yeah.
moved to Denver. But in Denver, I mean, even like the smallest stuff, like boiling water to like
Hmm.
make pasta or something. Boiling water takes, I'm not exaggerating, like double the amount of time that it did